Being woke is very strange. It's getting weirder and weirder every single day as the definition of woke changes, much like the ABC community, how their definitions change daily. Now, before we get to these strange teachers, these demented teachers, right? The ones that need to be vetted while hired at the schools and before being hired at the schools, we're going to go to Ann Arbor, Michigan, where the woke community, they're taking down their neighborhood watch signs to be more inclusive.
Briefly, neighborhood watch signs are expressions of exclusion, and they're inconsistent with their values. Ann Arbor is a welcoming community. We don't want to push people away. We want to welcome folks in.
You know, there are people that look like me and those from my community that have been questioned, quite frankly, in their own neighborhood by others, you know, wondering what they're doing there. This is just representative of our values and how we want people to feel in Ann Arbor.
They were not connected to any existing public safety program today. In fact, it's been defunct for decades. And it really harkens back to a time when public safety was about exclusion, was about monitoring and surveilling who belonged in a neighborhood and who did not. And that is not how we do public safety in Ann Arbor today. We are a welcoming community, and we don't want our signage to message to people who are visiting that they don't belong, because they do.
We do welcome everyone to the city of Ann Arbor, but most importantly, we want everyone to feel welcome. And just the removal of these signs is a huge step in that direction.
Now, I'd be curious to know whose idea this was. This is very interesting. I've never heard of a story like this. How can we be more inclusive? Well, let's take down all of the neighborhood watch signs, the crime neighborhood watch signs. Let's take them all down to let everyone know that, well, no one's watching. Criminals are welcome here. Come on in. Have a blast. This is Ann Arbor, Michigan. And there were 600 signs, and it cost the city approximately $18,000 in their cash reserves to take these signs down for inclusivity. Very interesting. Let me know in the comments what you think about this move by woke Ann Arbor, Michigan. Now, let's get to some crazy teachers. Now, our first teacher is out of Delaware, and she was named Teacher of the Year. Red flag alert, because this teacher has all of the symbols of, well, being woke and nuts.
So I run the Pride Club at my school, and I'm having kind of an issue.
Just from looking at her, you knew that she ran the Pride Club at her school.
With another teacher in the school building right now. I have a couple kids who have come to me and told me that she has called them out in the middle of class for being gay. She said some pretty terrible things about me and the club, telling kids that she thinks it's stupid and a waste of time, and, you know, we're pulling kids out of her class, which technically, yes, you know, we are pulling kids out of the class.
So technically, we're pulling kids out of their essential classes so that I can have my club. This is all about me, is what this woman is saying. And I guarantee this isn't really a pride club as much as it is an indoctrination club, pretty much a hate on Republicans club. She says that this teacher's calling out students for being gay. Highly doubt that. I highly doubt that, because in today's society, that teacher would be fired so quickly with the amount of administrators that are pro-LGBTQ, pro-Democrat, pro-communism, right? Including this woman. So if this other teacher was, in fact, calling out kids for being gay or homophobic or or LGBTQ, whatever, this teacher would have been fired yesterday. Guaranteed. But this woman wants to go on the internet with no proof and spew her nonsense because she wants to run a pride club for children. Yeah.
But it's only for 30 minutes a week, and it's on Mondays. So the last, 30 minutes of first period, the kids come to me. I understand that, you know, the kids are coming to my class during another class period. I have okayed this with my administration, with my principal, my admin, all that.
Yep.
Because the kids told me straight up, they were like, we don't want to have it after school just in case, because some of their parents don't know. It would make...
In my opinion, if there's going to be a pride club at a school, it should be held after hours, and the parents need to know. Because this person here, should not be around children, in my opinion. This person should not be around children. She should be fired immediately. And her social media should be scrubbed. Well, actually, it should be up forever so everyone can see. Shame this woman to death. Well, not in that sense, but shame the hell out of her.
Them feel more comfortable to just, do it at school. That way it's a little more, discreet. So it is completely okay with my admin that I am running this club during school hours. And again, it's only 30 minutes a week. However, this teacher is now crossing a line.
You've crossed the line.
Is calling out my kids. She is saying extremely homophobic things.
No, she's not.
She's bashing the community and the club itself. And I'm kind of fed up with it. She literally came to my class and went through every name in her roster to try and get me to out the kids to her, so she knew who was, not straight.
I guarantee that's not true. I'll bet this other teacher has an issue with this because the other teacher's probably based, right? And she wants to know who's being indoctrinated by this woman so she can let their parents know. That's exactly what this is. This woman's crazy, though.
So that way, she'd have that information, which I did not give her. I would not give her that. I don't really care if she doesn't like me. Whatever. Not my business. I don't particularly care if she doesn't like when the club happens, because that's not her business either, since I okayed it with my admin. But what we're not going to do, we are not going to talk bad about my kids. They have a hard enough time as it is. They do not need this teacher messing with them, being homophobic, transphobic, saying things that she shouldn't. So now I'm pissed off. And she will now have to deal with me, because I will be taking her to admin.
Whoa.
So I'm not happy about this. You are not going to drag my kids like this. Not happening.
Yeah, in my opinion, public schools should not have pride clubs. They shouldn't. It has no place in public learning. Mind you, this is funded by your tax dollar, my tax dollar. And this woman thinks that she can indoctrinate children because these LGBTQ plus clubs, they're nothing but indoctrination camps for children. I'd like a camera in each and every single one of these clubs so that we can see exactly what these so-called teachers are saying. Now, our next clip is off to Brooklyn, where another public school had an Islamic dance festival for children. This is where it starts, right? All these kids think Islam is the way to go. They think it's all fun and games until they're getting set on fire, right? Thrown off of a building. And these people are the worst in our society. They're taking over. They really are. I mean, look at Dearborn, Michigan. And this is Mondami's New York City. And this is a public school where this is being celebrated. I guarantee they wouldn't do the same thing for Christianity. Not in Brooklyn, not in New York, not in California, not in Washington State. No. But Islam is the new hot topic in the United States. Islam is fantastic for everybody. It's welcoming. It's inclusive.
What is the name of this dance? Good job.
Yeah, they started them young over there in Brooklyn, over there in Mamdani's New York City. But let me ask you this. Why are you allowed to celebrate Islam at a public school, but you're not allowed to say the Pledge of Allegiance because it says one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all? Yeah, that's not allowed in public schools anymore, but apparently celebrating Islam is. Now back to crazy, crazy teachers. This next teacher is a Cincinnati kindergarten teacher who was upset that Trump was not assassinated. And guess what? She has been fired.
Man, there's been a few creators on here saying that like Friday or yesterday could have been the day. And then I wake up to that news, but not that news. We're gonna have to pay really close attention to what they're trying to actually distract us from. And there's been a few.
And this is an attractive young woman as well. But why does everyone think that it's always a distraction, these people on the left? Everything's got to be a distraction. Trump set this up himself because he's distracting from something. It can't be that the lunatics from the left have constantly called everybody on the right Nazi, fascist, dictator, all these crazy names, all these names. They've called us these names, so people take it upon themselves to try to assassinate other people these days. I mean, the violence is literally all coming from the left. It's terrible that people like Erica Kirk and well, anybody on the right has to have security anymore because they want to tell the truth, and nobody from the left has to have security. They don't. Hassan Piker, no one has to have security because there's no threat from Republicans. It's all from people like this, these freaking nut jobs that are educators, doctors, lawyers. They're crazy people. They're emotional thinkers. They're not logical at all. They say they're educated, but we've seen how educated these people really are. They're educated in the fact that they know their careers, right? They know that they can be a doctor, a lawyer, a teacher, a nurse. They know that stuff, but they have no common sense. Zero. It's out of the window for these people. Yeah, what an interesting time to be alive. Now our last clip here is gonna make you laugh and make you very happy you're not just out of your damn mind. Now this is the epitome of alpha male right here. Let me know in the comments what you think this guy is about to say before he gets all fired up. If you think he's gonna say anything, or is he gonna sit there and just cry? This is the modern left here. This is the people that are on the internet calling you dumb. That people like this alpha male who went to his vehicle to record himself crying. Let's see what he has to say. I mean, it's kind of sad to laugh because this guy absolutely has a hell of a mental health. He's going through it right now. But maybe if he were raised to be a man, he wouldn't be going through this. Look at this guy. Oh my God.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's okay.
Everything's okay.
It is. It is okay. Everything is okay. What is going on in this guy's head? We'll never know because the only video that we have of him is him just having a freaking meltdown in his vehicle like a lunatic. He is adorable though. Look at him. Oh, little guy. Poor little guy. Jeez, when you go from the end to the beginning, look at his face. That is the face of look at that. I had to get that off my chest. Oh my God. Yes, I'm fine now. We're okay. This dude is nuts. Yes, thank your lucky stars you're not like that last guy. It's gotta be hell living life like that, having to go out to your car and record yourself for TikTok, just having a freaking meltdown, right? Yeah. Now, final thoughts. Teachers need to be vetted. Every single one of them anymore. If you're teaching in public schools, every single one of these people need to be vetted. The administrators, everybody, they need to be vetted. And if they're far left, they have to go because that has no place in public education funded by you and I. Now, if you got any entertainment out of this video or you learned anything, please consider subscribing to The Right View. I wouldn't mind the extra support. We're almost up to 1,000 subscribers. Like I said in the beginning days, I never thought I'd get to 100 subscribers. I didn't think any of you would want to watch my ugly mug for more than even just an episode or two. So thank you so much for your continued support. And as always, please get outside, do some PT, hydrate, and change your socks. I will talk to you in the next one. All right, bye.